Have you ever tried dieting only to fall off and end up even worse than you started? I know how frustrating this can be, and I feel for you. So Andrew tried dieting, but each time he tried to stick to a diet, he ended up falling off the wagon and gaining even more weight. I know how hard this is, and I know how simple I can make it for you. So over the next 4 minutes, I'm gonna share exactly why these fad diets don't work, why keto doesn't work, why restrictive diets don't work, why vegan doesn't work, and what foods you actually need to avoid. And let me tell you, it's only 7 of them. There's not that many. So you can eat chips, you can have sweets, you can drink beer. You do not need to avoid all these foods. There's actually just 7 trigger foods. So until Andrew learned why diets like keto, vegan weren't working, he ended up being stuck and getting the same spot and being frustrated like you are right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through the 4 reasons why this is, right? So number 1, you're missing the boat because if you start a diet and you just start doing keto or vegan or any of these diets, you have to start with 4 things. 1 is you have to level off hormones. If your hormones aren't level, it doesn't matter, right? So ghrelin, cortisol, insulin, those have to be maintained. Insulin levels have to be maintained. If you're constantly going up and down, you're not gonna lose weight. If your cortisol is high, if ghrelin's high, if these hormones are off, you have no chance. So that's number 1, you need to regulate hormones. Number 2 is you need to reboot metabolism, right? If metabolism is not high, it's gonna make it impossible to lose weight. So time and time again, like Andrew, what I see is they follow a restrictive diet. You're eating 2,000 calories, you start losing weight. And then you hit this plateau and you don't know what to do. So you're like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna cut more calories. I'm gonna go to 1,600. And then the same thing happens. And then you go to 1,200. And then you're like, dude, like what can I actually eat? If I can't eat more than 1,500 calories and I'm a 200-pound male, 250-pound male, how am I actually gonna sustain this? And that's why like your metabolism needs to be rebooted. 3, you need to get rid of those inflammatory foods. If you have inflammation, it's gonna mess up all of these things that I'm talking to you about. So I'm gonna go over what these 7 foods are, and I actually have right here, as you can see, these 7 foods on the cheat sheet, right? So number 3 is getting rid of inflammation. Number 4 is avoiding these trigger foods. So these trigger foods right here, I'm gonna listen to you. Number 1 is milk. You gotta get rid of milk, okay? Milk's inflammatory and it messes with all the hormones we're talking about. 2 is cottage cheese, any sort of cottage cheese, even though that's a thought of like high protein snack, bad, it's processed cheese. Yogurt, that includes Greek yogurt. Again, this is thought. Like people think these are healthy foods. These are always foods I'm getting rid of. Number 4 is quinoa. Okay, quinoa also breaks down and messes with the insulin and also breaks down as acid. So all these foods mess with inflammation because they break down acid. Number 5 is peanut butter. Number 6 is any sort of artificial sugars. And lastly, number 7 is sour cream, right? So again, they're right here in this cheat sheet that I'm gonna share with you guys right after explaining this. So until Andrew learned these 7 foods, he couldn't get results. He was roadblocked. But once he did this, he realized how easy it was to actually lose weight because we only removed 7 foods and then we fit everything else into his diet. So if you want these 7 foods, drop me a line below and I'll send you my cheat sheet that has the 7 foods on here and also an eat out guide, a whole eat out guide of what to do if you were to go out and how to choose from that, because it could be difficult choosing if you're at a restaurant, what are they having it. So it's gonna give you ideas if you're out to eat and what to actually do.